Hello guys, Eddie here, and today we'll talk about the disappointing iPhone 17. Yes, I am an Apple girl, I love Apple with all my heart, but I have to say that the iPhone 17 wasn't something impressive. And to show you that, literally we're gonna track down from the iPhone 14 to the iPhone 17, like every launch, what's new with the iPhone compared to the previous one. And you actually see that the differences that Apple is putting in their iPhones every year are not that big, or to say maybe they're not big enough for you to upgrade every single year. Of course, if you're an Apple enthusiast, you just love Apple so much, you're gonna give all your money to them, you will upgrade every year. If you use your phone so much that your battery dies down from 100 to maybe 39%, you will upgrade every year. But for me, for now, I decided to stick up with my iPhone and not upgrade to the newest one. So let's catch up with the iPhones. I decided to start with the phone that I upgraded to. I had the iPhone XS and decided to upgrade to a 14 Pro Max. I'm still with this phone till today, and I have to say that it's been good upgrade. A lot of things has happened, the iPhones have changed. So when will be the next upgrade? That's a new thing. But what the iPhone 14 Pro Max have compared to the 13? So basically the new things that it has always on display. This feature is turned off for me because I kind of find it a little bit distracting. Imagine you're studying or something just keeps popping off notifications and stuff like this. I prefer to have this turned off. Another thing, you have crash detection, you have autofocus, and the newest thing that came only for the Pro models this lineup was the dynamic island. Believe it or not, I barely use it. I see the purpose. Sometimes I can use it. I do have to admit that, but just it's not something like unique that I need every single day of my life. So here are all the features that the Pro models have. We have emergency SOS via satellite, crash detection, ceramic shield, A16 bionic, Pro motion, all-day battery life, MagSafe, action mode, Pro camera system with 4 zoom options, 48 megapixel main camera, photonic engine, adaptive true tone flash, cinematic 4K 24 pixel per frame, new 12 megapixel ultra wide, new front camera with autofocus, 4 new colors, 2000 nits peak brightness outdoor, 1600 nit peak HDR brightness, always on display, and dynamic island. So they have new things. You see, they are trying to be innovative. But if we look at the iPhone 15, we'll see where it kind of goes downhill. As usual, next year Apple launched the iPhone 15 lineup. Now, even if you're not a Pro Max user, you still can enjoy the new dynamic island. As I said, I'm not using it that much, so honestly, it's kind of like non-existent. The new things for the Pro Max, where now you have an action button. It's a customizable button. You can do it for a switch, the camera, the tour, wherever you need, you just use it. I don't have it, but even if I did, I assume that I'll still leave it like a switch because this is the thing that I use the most. Now you have 5x telephoto on the Pro Max, and the newest thing is that it has USB-C. I feel like these are the major features that were highlighted when it comes to what's the difference between the 14 Pro Max with the 15 Pro or Pro Max. I will say this is it, and this is why I didn't upgrade. First of all, I had my phone only for 1 year, and this is like, why will I upgrade? But if you come, what's the new exciting thing? This is it. Like everything else is just, they kind of repeated it. Okay, we had this last year, we just mentioned, you still have it. Let's see what they have on the Pro Max iPhone 15. We have 48 megapixel main camera, ceramic shield, main lens 24, 28, 35. Always on display, all-day battery life, 5x telephoto on Pro Max, spatial video, dynamic island, Wi-Fi 6E and Thread, next generation portraits, the action button, next level mobile gaming, ProMotion, 4 titanium colors, USB-C with USB-C 3, super high resolution photos, A17 Pro chip, and it was titanium. So as you can see, compared to the 14 Pro models, like there are new features, but some of them we already had them on the 4, like dynamic island, always on display, all day battery life. These are, yes, Apple keeps upgrading their battery life, and they will always say it's all day. Yes, it is, because now with the 70 to 39 hours of battery life on the Pro Max, like who actually say 39 hours on their phone? Let's be realistic. Yes, this is video playback, but still, you see, they're kind of making the same things, pointing out over and over, and I'm afraid to say it kind of gets worse. Moving on to the iPhone 16. What are the differences in the Pro models compared to the iPhone 15 Pro models? So now you have the 5x telephoto on both models. Yay, congratulations, you don't need to get the Pro Max only to get this feature. The only interesting thing was new as a design is this new camera capture button. Even if Apple refuses to call it a button, I seriously don't understand what else you can call it. Since you can press it, for me it is a button. So people said that I already have an action button where I can access my camera as well. Why would I need extra button specifically for that? Other people are like, everywhere when I can access my camera is a win for me because I use my camera all the time. So there are dual opinions when it came to this button and Apple Intelligence. So WWDC, Apple spent a whole segment talking only about its features. So I feel like when it comes to highlight new things compared to the iPhone 15 Pro models are only this. As you can see, we're getting 2 to 3 new things and everything else is just repetitive. It has the best battery life, best camera, it's getting repetitive. So what are all the features? We have 5x telephoto on both models, studio quality mics with audio mix, grade 5 titanium with 4 new finishes, ProMotion, action button, 4K 120 pixels per frame Dolby Vision, Apple Intelligence, A18 Pro chip, USB-C with USB 3, best iPhone battery life on Pro Max, new 48 megapixel ultra wide. We have spatial photos and videos, faster ray tracing, 6.3 and 6.9 inches. We have latest generation ceramic shield, Wi-Fi 7, next generation photographic style, and camera control. So do you see how it's getting, like, we're getting new features, but compared to the previous model, they're not that much. And I still think, like, if you have the latest iPhone, you don't need the upgrade of the next one if you don't want to get every single new feature that Apple does. But I am not from these people. Finally, we're making it to the latest iPhone lineup. We're talking about the iPhone 17 Pro and the Pro Max. This time, there's no difference between them except for the size. They have the same features. So the difference between the 16 Pro models, now you have 8 times fusion telephoto. You have ceramic shield to the front. You have center stage camera onto your front camera. You still have Apple Intelligence, as Apple claims the best battery life on an iPhone. You have new colors. So when it comes to the 16, pretty much it's the same phone. They have changed the design a little bit. It will take me time to get used to it because I got used to, like, since iPhone 11, Apple kind of keeps doing the same design. They just making the cameras bigger and bigger with time. But now they kind of decided to expand it a little bit. But if you compare these phones, technically they kind of have the same things. Here's what they have: 4 or 8 times fusion telephoto, Genlock, ProRes RAW, 3 stunning finishes, Apple Intelligence, 8 Pro lenses in your pocket, best battery life, 6.9 and 6.3 inches, center stage front camera, ceramic shield to the front, 48 megapixel Pro Fusion camera system, A19 Pro vapor chamber. Mainly, the other difference is that now all the cameras are 48 megapixel. Well, good for you, but coming from a 16 to a 17, the differences are kind of disappointing. And that's why I want to say that the iPhone 17 is disappointed. When you come to the regular lineup, it literally looks like the 16, just with different colors. So at this point, if you have a 16, I won't even tell you to upgrade. Like, there is no need for that. Here are my final thoughts. Obviously, Apple is not only company that does this. You can add 10,000 new features to your new phone and expect the same amount of features coming next year. It can happen. You need time to plan, to think how this will work, test it, and then put it out for the customer. Because we all know that a customer, if they don't like something, they keep complaining. This is what we do all the time. But I do have to say that seeing all these features that Apple keeps adding, I don't think it's a time to upgrade. Maybe you have an iPhone 12 or 13, lower model, yes, it's your time to upgrade because battery started draining, it's kind of getting laggy, maybe probably just slower. So an upgrade is needed. If you have the 14 Pro models, Pro Max like me, I don't think it's the time to upgrade. Yes, I'm waiting for Apple to bring more features so I know it's worth the upgrade, because when I upgrade to the next generation, if I have upgraded to the 15, I'll have 1-2 new features and I'm like, okay, I have it, and then what? It's so minimalistic that I'll say, okay, spend my money, but was it worth it? I can live without these features. As I said, I don't use AI that much, so technically having Apple Intelligence, don't having it is not gonna make a difference. So I don't think I'm gonna upgrade to the 17 yet. Maybe I'll wait to the iPhone 18, see what Apple has. But I do have to say, if you want to upgrade, it's your choice. but I will say it's not getting that much better. I feel like Apple is adding less and less features because most of the time they go with software updates. So it's not about the feature of the phone. If your iPhone still can get up to the latest software update, you'll get most of the features that people with the latest iPhone do have. So I will say no, you don't have to do an upgrade if it's not necessary. Okay guys, that'll be the video. Hope you enjoyed. Comment down below, will you upgrade to the newest iPhone? And do you think that I should finally give up on my 40 Pro Max for the new one? I already said my thoughts. I'm not saying that Apple is disappointing us, but I feel like the excitement of new iPhone coming is kind of dying down with all the features that Apple is adding. It's great that they're adding new features, but I kind of wish that they were more because these are not enough for me. Now Apple is making that it's not even worth the upgrade 3 years. Maybe you should wait 4 or 5 to get decent amount of upgrades. Of course, if you're someone who just loves Apple, you upgrade every year. But I wish that Apple was making it so good to say, yes, you do need this upgrade this year because you can live without it. But that'll be the video. Hope you enjoyed. Please smash that like button if you like this video, share it with friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on the bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. And I'm gonna see you next time. Bye!